Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Can you use Samsung Galaxy S7 in 2021, which was released along with the S7 Edge, of course the Edge variant, and that Edge screen phones were Samsung exclusive design trend in the smartphone market at that time. And that design was first given a try with the release of Galaxy Note Edge with weird looking one side edge, which was kind of appreciated at least by some people. And then Samsung adopted with the Galaxy S6 lineup, the Galaxy S6 Edge and the bigger Edge Plus. So the Galaxy S7 was released in March 2016 with upgraded specs and features, and it was just my most favorite phone, especially this small Galaxy S7, because of the premium solid and good looking hardware with highly comfortable to hold shape. So this premium design just made me crazy, and it was for sure a complete package of a smartphone, and is still considered a beast of a smartphone in the tech community because of the highly practicality and top high-end specs at that time, like the newer Snapdragon 820 or Exynos 8890 14nm octa-core processor with 4 gigs of RAM, upgraded battery size, the 3000 compared to the 2600 milliamps battery of the previous Galaxy S6, and much improved 12 megapixels lightning fast autofocus camera, and more like expandable storage, water resistance, wireless charging, etc. So all these features made the Galaxy S7 a beast and overall a good package in the Galaxy series, and it was a very famous phone along with the Galaxy S7 Edge, which I have right now. And this is how the Galaxy S7 Edge is compared to the Galaxy S7. The Edge has a bigger 5.5 inch screen while the S7 has a 5.1 inch screen, and the Edge has these edges on the screen which you know already, and has a bigger 3600 milliamp hour battery, and the rest is the same. But that all were 5 years back, and how the Galaxy S7 holds in 2021, let's talk about that. So first of all, the hardware is still not old yet, I think, and this design with such a high quality build is, I think, one of the good looking Samsung phones of all time, and this typical aluminum frame with shiny back glass makes it very premium and solid, and holding in the hand still feels like a new phone, except the big bezels with these dedicated classic navigation keys on the front and Samsung logo on the top to remind you every time that you are using a Samsung. So this phone has such a good design that even still in 2021 it doesn't feel cheap looking or old looking in the hand, which is pretty amazing. And same with the S7 Edge, it is also very comfortable to hold, but the bezels make the Edge screen a little ugly, I think, but that's what it is. The screens on both phones are just excellent, very sharp and bright. The S7 has a higher pixel density of 577 ppi and the Edge has a 534 ppi. Both are very excellent screens for sure. Both have 1440p resolution, and these screens are still very relevant, and content watching is just a pleasure. So overall, very excellent design, and if you are still using one, let me know in the comments. It will be very interesting, and also be sure to subscribe to make it 1000, as according to YouTube all of you watching this video will not subscribe, so be sure to subscribe. So this phone is for sure not old in terms of the design, but sadly it is old because it is 3 versions of software behind. Yes, it is stuck at Android 8 and not upgradable for whatever reason, but it is still pretty much usable in terms of the software. I mean, you still can do everything and download any kind of apps, but it just doesn't have new features, and it is noticeably slower in performance, and also it gets hot while using some heavy apps or multitasking. It is fine with normal daily tasks, but things get a little worse when you push the limits, and it does drain battery very quickly, although it has a bigger 3000 milliamps battery, but that might be due to inefficient 14nm chip. The Edge one has a much better battery life, which has a 3600 milliamps battery, and still you can get a full day battery life with the S7 Edge depending on your usage and battery health as well. So the Edge has definitely a good battery life still. It does have fast charging, and it charges pretty quickly with the old USB port. So again, it is stuck at Android 8, which is frustrating, especially for this hardware. I think it is still capable of running at least the Android 10, and also it has 4 gigs of RAM, which the Galaxy S9 has, and that is running the Android 10 now. But for Android, you can upgrade your phone with a custom software, which I don't think everyone wants, so because that compromises many things. I have flashed a custom ROM in it, and this is how it looks, and it definitely improves the software experience overall, and it is pretty smooth as well. but that might not be the case every time, and I will not recommend for everyone. And the performance with the Android 8 is still great. It is a smooth and fast phone, but as I said, it gets hot while using some heavy apps or multitasking, and it does drain battery quickly. You still can get up to 3 hours of screen on time on the S7 and up to 4 hours or more screen on time with the S7 Edge, which is below average or maybe worse in the case of the S7. If you don't have good battery health, then you might be very frustrated with it, and standby time on both phones is also bad. The camera on the S7 is 12 megapixels single lens, and again it was one of the best smartphone cameras at that time. It has a wide angle of 26mm and bigger pixel size with dual pixel face detection autofocus, which results in very fast autofocus, and you can see guys how fast is the autofocus. And with the fast shutter speed, it captures photos instantly. The picture quality is pretty good as well, with good sharpness and dynamic range, but that is a typical 2016 picture quality, and overall it's an impressive camera. Video quality is also good. It can shoot 4K video and 1080 60 fps video, and 60 fps video is so good, and it does have OIS, which makes it a little superior in the video department still. Selfie camera was also good at that time compared to other phones, but it is actually bad now, and overall this camera still can fulfill normal shooting needs, I think, except low light. So now the question is, can you use it in 2021? I would say yes, it is still very usable. I mean, there is still a lot in terms of the pros in this phone, except the software, which I think the Android 8 is still usable, not obsolete completely. But it is definitely old, and battery life may be terrible in some cases, but can be fine in most cases if you replace a new battery, or if you use your phone normally, or if you keep it as your second phone. And I think with the S7 Edge variant you should be okay with the battery life, but it also might not be enough in 2021. And other than that, it is a premium solid phone with good performance, and it is also very durable phone. There are some minor scratches on the front and back glass and some dents on the frame that I dropped several times. And here is this glue peeling off the back glass, which I replaced the battery from some non-professional point. And I could have done it by myself, but at that time I didn't have the proper tools for the battery replacement. So coming to the point, it still has a very impressive camera and still has some extras which makes it more attractive, like expandable storage, headphone jack, a fast reliable fingerprint sensor, and very nice color options as well. Also, the call quality is excellent if you just want to keep it for calls and texts, and it is also very inexpensive now as well, like available for around 100 or less than 100 on eBay and other sites. So that's all about the Galaxy S7 in 2021. And again, thank you so much guys for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that like. I will see you on the next one.